Welcome all of you. Dear all, today we are going to start section 3rd. In section 3rd, the first topic, that is 3.1 summary writing. In today's video, we are going to learn summary writing, this topic in detail. Dear all, you are going to learn some icebreakers. What is the definition of summary? Characteristics of good summary. Even what are the steps to write a summary? Dear student, even you will learn does and don'ts for summary writing, which points you have to eliminate, and finally vocabulary related aid. And dear students, we will revise everything in the ending. So without wasting time, let's start. Summary writing, this topic in your question paper has 3 marks. Summary writing, the question would be based on unseen passage, and it is question number 2 in your question paper. Let's solve first icebreaker. To summarize means to recapitulate the main points in selection. You have to only write main points from the given unseen passage. So B option is correct. Second, the type of summary that consists of a paragraph to express the main idea is, that is synopsis. Let's see definition of summary. Dear student, what is summary? A summary is a shortened passage which retains the essential information of the original. Whatever information is given in the passage, you have to recapitulate. You have to only collect concise, brief information from the given unseen passage. So it is a fairly brief restatement in your own words on the context of the passage. Note, you simply report back what the writer has said without making value judgment. Dear student, you're not supposed to add your own points, or you're not going to comment what is the writer's opinion. You're just going to concise it. Understood? So summary is shortened passage. Now let's see what are the characteristics of good summary. What are the features of good summary? It can be understood without reference the original. No need to read the lengthy passage again and again. If you read the summary, even you can get information about that complete passage. So this is the important characteristics of good summary. Is a faithful reproduction of or contains only the ideas or information of the original. It is just information of the given fact. This is only reproduction which is based on the given information. Is a brief without any unnecessary detail. Dear student, summary means only keywords, only important information you're supposed to write, and summary is a readable, unified whole. The entire passage should have complete sense. So these are the characteristics of good summary. Let's see. Now the table is given there, student. Summarizing, paraphrasing, precise writing, quoting, editing, gist writing, all the information is given here. You can solve it very easily. Now in your textbook, information about summary writing is given there. We are not going to read those things. We are just going to concise what is given in the textbook. So steps for writing summary. Now student, this is very important thing for you people. Just concentrate on this slide. Whatever passage is given in your textbook, in your question paper, or for your assignment, read the passage carefully to grasp the meaning of the text. Reading is the key. Without reading, without comprehension, you cannot capture the things which is mentioned in the passage. So read the passage carefully. Even you can read it twice if you do not get the meaning. When you read the passage, underline the topic sentences and the other main ideas. Yes, student, when you go through the passage, better you have a pencil and underline keywords, important words, main ideas with the help of the pencil. The topic sentence often appears at the beginning of the passage. Now, for summary writing, title is very important. I will give a very simple trick. You just ask the passage, what is the passage about? What is the theme of the passage? What is the central issue of the passage? It would be the title for the summary writing. Next, main ideas should be factual. Do not include examples or explanations. Dear students, don't try to elaborate those examples given in the passage. Don't conclude or don't comment, don't give your opinion. Write the main points in one paragraph. Means you have to make a rough draft of your summary writing. Use your own words, own language as far as possible. Try to compose complex sentences. So you will save the words and your vocabulary, and definitely your summary writing will be concise if you use complex sentences. Rewrite the paragraph. Make sure there are no language errors, that the correct number of words have been used. Write the number of words you have used at the end of your summary. Now, let me comment on this important point. No need to write actually number of words. Now it differ on the board. In CBC board you have to write the number of words, but in HSC board don't write words or how many sentences you have written in the summary. You just write the information in short and you have to briefly present all those points. Let's see next information. When you are writing a summary, dear student, now what kind of precaution you have to take? Don't give your own opinion. As I already told you, you're not supposed to comment on the example. Don't try to elaborate. Don't give your opinion. You're just going to brief the opinion of the writer. So don't comment on that. Give a condensed form of the original. Condensed, brief, short form of the original. It's just reproduction of the given original content. It is essential to preserve the tone and register at the original while trying to use your own words as far as possible. Dear student, when you try to use your own language, but don't try to lose the flow of the language, the meaning, the sense of the sentences which is given in the passage. Feeling should be intact when you reproduce the given content in your own word. Now, which thing you are going to eliminate, remove? Don't try to add in your vocabulary or don't try to insert while writing summary. Repetition and unnecessary detail. Don't repeat the sentences again and again or unnecessary detail. Don't try to mention figure of speech, figurative language, because your summary should be very simple. We should able to comprehend the summary very easily. Even quotation you are not supposed to add. Try to eliminate them. Adverbs, adjective, which are unnecessarily given in the context. Examples and illustrations. If any example, any point is elaborated more excessively, don't try to include in your summary. Better to eliminate it. Then slang language, direct speech by use using reported speech. Better use indirect speech while writing summary. So student, these are the points you have to remember, which point you are going to eliminate. Let's see next information. When you are going to compose summary writing, better remember who, what, when, where, why and how. Even these points may help you for writing news item. So definitely this questions going to answered in your summary writing. When you explain summary in your own word, try to take the help of the following words. The text explains that, it mentions that the writer deals with blah blah blah, etc., describes, provides, etc. So try to use those vocabulary aids in your summary writing. So definitely you will save your vocabulary related words. Even you can explain the author tells about so and so things, assumes, provide information about, we can read, it says that, etc. So dear student, these are the vocabulary related aids. Now we are going to again revise does and don'ts of summary writing. Let's see. Read and reread the passage. If you don't understand, try to read the passage again and again. Unless and until you comprehension the passage, you cannot reproduce summary using your own language. Try to understand it. Read the instructions. Find exactly what you need to summarize. Identify the main idea through the process of asking question. Form short sentences on your own. Better don't copy and paste writer's sentences as it is. Better try to compose short sentences. Connect the sentences using linkers. Linkers, those are the connecting sentences. Remove redundant words, sentences from the key sentences. Omit details. Eliminate, omit, remove details and avoid your own interpretation. So student, while making summary, try to remember those points mentioned here. Now let's see which point you're not going to do. Don'ts for summary writing. Don't try to include your own points and don't exclude, which is very important facts which is given in the passage. Don't try to add or comment on of the writer's opinion. Don't give more examples on the given topic. So when you are going to write summary, students, remember those don'ts points. Now here we have the passage in your question paper, in your textbook given there. I have just given in your for information. I'm not going to read it because already it is given in your textbook. We are just going to show you the slides. The passage is given in your textbook and reproduction of the passage is also shown to you. So here the steps again. Read article twice. Ask the question about the purpose of writing. Identify the main idea. Write first draft. Rough draft is very important. Unless and until you prepare rough draft, you cannot finalize your summary. Revise your first draft and edit it, and then finally write final draft with title. Dear student, don't forget to give title. Marking scheme for summary writing, it's unique. Your grammar, spelling, then how did you try to resize, concise information, everything will be taken into consideration. So marking scheme, title, content, grammar, everything will be calculated. So dear student, we learn here today the summary, so definition, characteristics of good summary. Then we learn what are the steps for writing summary. Then we learn which points you are going to eliminate while writing summary. And once again, we revise does and don'ts for summary writing. So dear student, now let's see activity A1 and A2. This is the sample summary which is given in your textbook. I have just given for your information. Let's focus on brainstorming activity A1. Now dear student, this is the activity for you people. You are just going to read the passage, underline important facts, try to arrange in proper sequence. Don't add or don't comment, don't include your own points. Better write summary with proper information and based on the fact. Activity A2. Now here, cut redundant words. The first word, circle around can become circle. Don't use extra words. You can just write circle it. Write down, better you just tell write. Added bonus, you can simply tell bonus. Get the point as quickly as possible. You can just say get to the point. And close proximity, you can just use close because it has the same meaning. During the course of, also you can use it as only during. Now even dear students, in second activity here A2, avoid those adverbs. Those are given in italics form, usually, fairly, totally, actually. Don't try to use those lengthy sentences. Better says that's a good thing to do. That's good coffee. I agree or I disagree, etc. Even dear student, we have the third activity, one word substitutions. So better don't try to use many words. If substitution word is available, better use it. Autobiography, the single word is sufficient to explain that the life story of the man written by himself. Or inaudible, for a sound then cannot be heard. Or catalog, for a list of books. The students here, if you have substitute words, definitely your summary writing can become very concise and brief. So a sentence whose meaning is unclear, that is ambiguous, you can make list of those words, substitute words, for avoiding extra explanation. So dear student, we learn here in detail what is summary writing. Hope you understood the topic. Thank you for watching.